welcome to Straight from the Man Cave. I'm your host, Mark Big Dog Agent. I'm seated here with my two co-hosts, Mr. Vernon Jones, former wide receiver from the Maryland Terps back in the 1980s, Trenton Hughes, former defensive back from the 2000s, and I'm a former offensive lineman from 1980s. And we always tell you, man, first of all, we're in the Man Cave. First of all, welcome back to episode 3. As we're ready to give you the hottest, most relevant, most ratchet, most interesting stuff that's going on in sports in week 3. Guys, you ready to do this, man?
Let's get
into it, man, because I'm telling you like this, man. First and foremost, hell of a weekend in college football this
weekend.
My
goodness.
Hell of a weekend in college football. First of all, let's just say this, man. First of all, 3 games that involve all top 10 teams.
Yeah.
This early in the season, dude, this might end up being the best damn weekend other than the playoffs, maybe for the whole season. So let's start with Clemson, Louisville, man. What'd you think? We all saw this.
That was the dog
I know
fight.
You watched this one. This was the game of the week.
Dog fight, man.
What'd you think, man? What'd you think?
To the end, man, where that wide receiver didn't know where he was at on the field, man. You just can't. You gotta execute. Execute.
As hard as they fought back, to have that brain cramp at that time, especially the effort, the performance that Lamar Jackson put on dude. Come on, man. First of all, football 101. Adjust your route to the sticks.
Exactly.
We got to get a first down here, first of all. Why are you this damn short, first of all, on your route? Then 2, you got to know where the sticks are. You can't just step out of bounds. You got to make this man miss. It was running. You're a former receiver, man.
Look, as a receiver,
holler at me, man, what this dude was thinking,
before he even ran his route. Shout out to the corner, huh? Before he even ran his route, he should have known what a sticks was. He should have known what a 10 yards was. He should have known what a first down was. But sometimes, man, we forget that these guys, man, is from 19 to 21 years, 22 years old, and so we forget that in the heat of the moment, you might slip up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And the game lived up to its hype.
Yes, it did.
It lived up to its hype from the choking incident.
Right.
Me personally, as part of the game, I like the way Lamar came out. He had a couple of bad plays after the choking incident because he was hyped after that. He was a little shook up.
You gotta give it to Louisville too, man. To go into Clemson, Death Valley, that ain't an easy place to play at. We played there,
bruh.
And that's not an easy place to play at.
I'm gonna tell you that.
We don't have that type of game.
Yo, if you don't know, Death Valley, I don't give a shit what anybody says, is the hardest place to go into and win. First of all, let me say this real quick. Michigan Stadium, we done played you played in Michigan?
No, I haven't.
All right, we played in Michigan.
Absolutely.
Whatever, 100,000+. It ain't nowhere near as loud as Death Valley because it's shaped like a bow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Death Valley is like 2 skyscrapers shaped like a V that contains all the freaking sound. We right here yelling.
You ain't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing.
Absolutely.
And then 2, let me say this last one. You better weld your chin strap on when you go down there.
They throwing stuff at
No. Besides throwing stuff, when they come out that locker room and come running down that hill, son, it's natural instinct. You start checking to make sure you buckled up nice and tight. Clemson is rough, man. I'll tell you another one that was a good game. Stanford and Washington. I was totally shocked how Stanford got run the hell out of that game, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought McCaffrey had a good game. Other than that, Stanford looked like some shit.
Every now and then Washington come up with a team out of nowhere that shocks the whole West Coast. Every now and then. And it's like they get like a 7 or 8 year drought where they struggling to be 500. They might go 7-4 every now and then. That's a pretty good year for them. But every now and then they get a team, they get a couple of players that boost them to another level. And it's showing right now because Stanford was, let's say it, every now, Stanford stayed consistent throughout the history of Stanford for the longest time. We can go all the way back to Elway. It's always Stanford is standing strong, and they got a new black coach, which I like a lot.
Amen.
He's been putting it down for the brothers, and Stanford stays strong. For Washington to come in and beat them the way they beat them, stay strong on them, man. They muscle them.
They muscle them out of here. They muscle them out of here. They got a damn good defense. What about the Wisconsin-Michigan game? Speaking of defense,
I saw some
defensive struggle.
Defense is strong. I love defense, man.
14-7 game, man. Harbaugh's supposed to be this offensive genius. Play the hand you dealt. You got a damn good defense on that Michigan team. All right, I'll tell you another one, man. Crazy comeback weekend in college football. Even the games that weren't in the top 10.
North Carolina, Florida State.
Dude, that's what I'm coming to. North Carolina, Florida State. That damn kicker hitting like a 53-yard. Ain't never hit a 50-yard in his life. Dude, Florida State is in total freaking free fall right now, man. Their defense is struggling, man.
Yeah, man. That's true. Starting off with Louisville. I mean, it's Louisville now that we see it, but It's not looking good for him, man.
Yo, look at the recruiting kids that Florida State get as opposed to North Carolina, what North Carolina's getting. Florida State is getting, the top tier. They competing with the likes of Alabama, and Ole Miss been having some great recruiting classes as well. Yeah. Eventually, they got to start, holding these coaches in college accountable. And like right now, Bo down at Florida State, man, he's looking like a genius last year. This year, I don't know. I think they was hurt from last week because Louisville, punished them.
Yeah, man.
They got punished last week.
This is Florida State we talking about. That's going to roll. Did you play Florida State? Because when you were still in the ACC?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You got those teams, man.
EJ Manuel was there. That's my boy. JB, shout out.
Yeah, I'll tell you another one that had me tripping, the Tennessee University of Georgia game.
Yeah.
My boy Patrick Allen from Franklin High School, keep up the good work, man.
Oh, man, good job.
Where we go, I guess, man, that Tennessee-Georgia game, just back, especially the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Back and forth, Hail Marys.
Tennessee, though, man. What the turn up? Tennessee has made a complete U-turn from 2-3 years ago.
Just beat Florida. They on the roll right now.
They're coming back to the Tennessee I used to watch, man.
I'm going to keep my eye on Tennessee as like one of them little miracle teams.
Yeah,
they had one of the miracle seasons, like the old Colorado Buffaloes when they went to the national championship. Notre Dame, Syracuse. Tell me you saw the beginning of that shit. Tell me you saw the beginning of the game. You ain't see what we're going to do.
Check it.
Listen, it was like 33-20 in like the first quarter, or like barely into the second quarter, man. This is one of the craziest starts to a game I've ever seen, man. Just freaking.
Second quarter?
It was like the second, dude. It was like early second quarter, 33-20. It was like some score crazy score again.
Notre Dame is fighting for they respect, their life.
Brian Kelly's fighting for his job.
Absolutely, they're recruiting.
Yeah.
Like now, you remember when Notre Dame used to get the top players by far, whoever they wanted to come to Notre Dame. And when I played in Cleveland, we used to go use Notre Dame facilities up at South Bend.
Right.
Man, there's nothing in Notre Dame, man, except for the school.
Right.
So kids
and tradition. That's it.
The school and tradition. It's them in Michigan that got the top winning colleges, right? It's who's
right, all time. Yeah, probably
of all time.
That's right, off the top.
Of all time.
See, it's like you said, it's about recruiting. See, like I don't know if y'all saw. If I go real quick here, University of Kentucky just built a basketball dormitory. Dude, they got a basketball court in the dorm for them. They got a lounge with pool table, ping pong table, cable TV, got a barber shop in there. See, that's the stuff that brings recruits to your school.
Bring me there.
See, Notre Dame is still trying to live off reputation.
Can't do it.
Man, you can't do it. Man, you got to keep up. You got to get your facilities right, man.
These millennials, they don't care about that stuff no more, man.
Yeah,
like, you gotta, that tradition stuff back in the day, you gotta have something fresh.
Hey, I'll tell you, to shift gears for a second, man. Some bad news this week in sports. Arnold Palmer, the great legend.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You and I are probably old enough to, as young kids, to kind of remember the tail end of Arnold Palmer.
Tail end.
Yo, for me, I go, if you don't know, man, Arnold Palmer's like the original Tiger Woods. He's like the original rock star golfer, man. So I go, of course, man, sports world, that's a huge role, man. Yeah, Arnold Palmer, man, much respect. Jose Fernandez. Man, I go just horrible news, man, to hear about Jose Fernandez, man, the boating accident.
Yeah, man.
But this is where I go like this, man. Sometimes we as men gotta understand, slow down and listen sometimes. Be humble enough. Teammates are telling you don't go out. We got, But I just go like this, man, just a horrible situation.
I saw a little bit on the end where his boy did a home run for him, man.
That was an awesome story.
That was awesome stuff, man. He said he never hit a ball like that ever. He said ever.
Man, yeah, he's running the bases crying.
That was emotional, man.
When he was big in the community, he spoke. He was one of the first players to speak fluent Spanish and English, and he communicated extremely well in the media, in the community. He worked real hard in the community. I feel like it was a big loss, not only from the baseball world, but from the perspective of a player that touched so many people. I think it's a tremendous loss, man.
And that's when you go in sports, man. It just grabs a hold of you, man, emotionally. It's just such an emotional game, man.
Right. That's the beauty of sports, man.
The beauty of sports. That's why
you get these moments. That's why it's no good watching it on the DVR to me.
No, man.
I watch it live, man.
Wow.
That's the only way, man. I'll tell you what, shifting gears in baseball, man. Orioles, if they win today, they lock up a playoff spot. You said it in episode 1, Vernon.
They're going
back in. If they win today, they in. What they gonna do? I'm gonna ask for quick prediction. What they gonna do?
Consider them in. That's the only way they're gonna get in.
I got to rep with my birds, man. We getting in, and then we going all the way. That's how I got to represent for my squad. What you think? All right, no doubt, because I know you were Virginia, dude.
I'm a Virginia
I was gonna
guy.
make sure you ain't a national.
No.
All right, just checking on you. All right, just checking on you.
If I'm in repping, it'll be the Norfolk Times. That'll be it.
I'll tell you one that's got me tripping too, man, as we shift gears, Carson Wentz, man. Real quick, guys, man. I go like this, man. I don't know about you. My opinion of this 3-0 start, you know what I mean, last week against Pittsburgh, man, he's 23 for 31, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns. A rookie that carves up Pittsburgh's defense like this and has done this now for 3 games with Philly. I go, man, this might be the best prepared rookie we've seen since Andrew Luck, who's not playing well, but in particular, we might be talking like Peyton Manning type rookie.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
This bye week is only going to help them. To be off this week, Philly is off this week. I think it's them and I forget who else, but they're off this week. This bye week is only going to help him prepare. I think he had a Pittsburgh defense that's not the Pittsburgh defense we're used to seeing.
Of the past, no.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
not
still
Dick LeBeau.
an NFL
Right, it's
defense.
still not Dick LeBeau.
NFL defense it is.
but it's still Pittsburgh defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same
It's Dick
coach.
LeBeau's assistant here, you know, for many years. This ain't like we done totally changed up.
But flip it to the other side of the ball. Look what their defense did to Pittsburgh, Big Ben.
Man, they
See what
got
I'm saying?
after, man. Yeah,
They got after. So
after Big Ben.
Sometimes changing of the guards is good. I just feel like Pittsburgh had a bad day. That's just my personal
Yeah,
opinion.
you know how it goes. It happens, man. You know what I'm saying? We all been there, man. Hey, John Elway looking like a genius right now to me.
Hey, man.
As we talk about young quarterbacks, my man, what's my dude, Trevor Siemian. Dude, John Elway's looking like a genius for letting Brock Osweiler out of town to the Houston Texans. Man. He's looking like a genius not to pay him $18 million and bring this dude up. And they coach this dude up, and this dude's balling out, man.
That's what you got to do nowadays, man.
They not
you can find somebody
asking him
play
to
with you,
do
bro.
nothing. They not really, even though he's playing well, the defense is really holding him down. They are not asking him to hold the team down. They asking the defense to stop people.
Sound familiar here in Baltimore. Is this not 2000 Ravens formula?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
I agree, man. I think-
Defense is basically the same. When the Ravens won the Super Bowl with their first defensive team, they was expecting the defense to not only stop people, but get points.
Get points.
Get points.
So that's why I go, you know,
so-
other than the Pittsburgh Steel Curtain, as much as I hate to say Pittsburgh in a positive manner, I go like this, man. Other than them, the Ravens 2000 unit is hands down the best defense of all time, other than that one unit. I'll give them credit. Hey, I tell you like this, Julio Jones. I'm going to come back to Vernon over here on the wire. We was talking about him in episode 1.
Yeah.
You saw the shit he did today.
He broke his own
300,
record.
broke his own record. Yo. Hey, Matt Ryan, 503 yards passing.
Every
Set
now
a
and then,
franchise record.
remember we talked about Megatron,
Right.
Every now and then receivers come about that just have this uniqueness about them. You know, first Jerry Rice set he set the standard of the quality not only as a person, but tremendous route running, great hands. I remember thinking to myself watching Jerry Rice, I've never seen him drop a ball, but I'm sure he has.
His rookie year.
Yeah.
His rookie year, he had the drops. His rookie year, he had the drops. And that was the knock on him his rookie year.
Well, he got over them drops
Right.
pretty quick. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
his work ethic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The biggest thing about Julio, though, man, is the height and the speed. He's got the height of a big man, speed of a Tavon Austin. You know what I'm saying?
You see the pipes on the dude?
Yeah.
This dude, he putting his work in the weight
Get
room
that
too,
stuff,
man.
that package together, man. That's
Hey.
you gonna have records.
Hey, real quick here, then we're gonna get into one that I know is gonna start a debate up in here. This first one here though. Did either one of y'all, as I'm talking about the Nationals, see this fake tag play that caused a brawl? Alright, let me play it out for you real quick. Get a hit, Bryce Harper's on base.
Yeah.
He's rounding second. As he gets ready to come into third, he doesn't realize the ball is still out in the outfield. He can really round third and go all the way home.
Right.
Third baseman makes a clever play. Instead of just standing there, he acts like he's receiving the ball and pretends to get ready to bring his glove down like he's going to tag him. And makes
man.
Bryce Harper slide. And the Nationals, for some reason, were offended and came out there like they had like a.
That's smart.
That's smart to me. That's I just want to ask you.
Absolutely.
Who haven't thought of that before?
That's smart. That's
smart.
gamesmanship, man. That's part of the game.
But you remember the old
That's
play
smart.
where they
My man's find the ball.
You remember the old play when somebody would get on first, and the first baseman fake like he throw the ball and put the ball on his hand. As soon as the guy take a lead, he tag him out. It's no different.
It's the same thing.
It's no difference.
Pay attention.
Fool, you on the field?
Don't keep the ball while you're running, man.
I gotta catch that.
It's hysterical.
It's
man.
awesome.
But for them to act like they
I didn't
wanted
see
to
it,
fight
but that's
over it,
awesome.
I was like, yeah, funny, man. But I thought it was clever play.
Very
All right, let's get the debate going here. And I'm gonna mess your head up in 1 second, Brendan, because I'm telling you that. I don't know if y'all saw they had to vote for the greatest college football player of all time.
Football
This
player?
week, yes, football player, greatest overall college football player of all time. Of all time. All right, I'm gonna give them to you. Start with 1, and I'm gonna work down to 5 to 6, and 6 is gonna blow your mind. I'm telling you now.
Give me tough.
All right, first of all, number 1, Herschel Walker. I go, hell yeah. No doubt about it. Herschel Walker, greatest college
I
football
gotta hear
player of
everybody
all
else
time.
first. Yeah, I hear you. Herschel Walker.
First
He's
and
not my
foremost.
hero.
All right. Oh, yeah, I see the wheels turning. I see the wheels turning.
Who you
Tell
got
me what you got to say about, as a college player, who was better than Herschel Walker?
Man, listen, man.
Thank you. Number 2. No, I'm just joking. I was going to say, what can you say? I don't know how you can argue with that, man. Go Herschel Walker was a...
He was the
Good
man,
Lord,
but
John.
man, I'm gonna tell you, man,
Yeah.
Bo was incredible.
Hold on. Bo's on the list.
Bo
I ain't
was
gonna say his
incredible,
number yet. He's on the
man.
list.
He
All right, let's keep going there. But
Okay.
I will say this before we go. Have you seen Herschel Walker lately? Herschel Walker is like 50 years old
You
doing
look like he
MMA
can still
fighting.
play.
Is he?
You like
Dude,
he can still-
he's still like freaking like 3-4% body fat, dude.
How old is Herschel Walker?
He's like 51, I want to say. This dude is like 4-0 right now in
He's
MMA.
only 51?
And I mean, dominating these dudes, man. He don't ground and pound, they wrestling motherfuckers up. Excuse me if I spit on you there, bro. Bucko, he wrestling them up, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, you remember Herschel Walker do like 500 push-ups a
A
day?
day. He never lifted
1,000
arms.
sit-ups a day.
He
Dude,
never
touch
lift
weights.
on. He never lift
So
on.
he's in incredible shape, dude. And he's killing mugs in the
500
octagon.
a day.
Yeah, man. But
You know
Herschel
what?
Walker, number 1. Number
I did that
2,
before, kid.
Archie Griffin.
Whoa.
2-time Heisman Trophy winner. 2-time. I don't know if you can argue with that again. I go, all right. All right, I'm going to go to number 3. Because I see y'all, maybe I need to go through them and then we come back. All right, number 3, Barry Sanders.
Ooh, Barry's a dog.
Before Bo, Barry was the
All right,
man.
all right, now, number 4, Bo Jackson.
Bo.
Now, you say what? You think they should flip-flop Barry Sanders and Bo Jackson? I go, you can make the argument Barry Sanders.
Let's
do
keep
the same
it going
thing.
for a minute. Let's
Heisman
keep
Trophy.
it going for a minute.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Number 4, Bo Jackson. Number 5, Earl Campbell. Oh, yeah, see, I'm telling you, let's be real now. It's hard to argue with this list. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You might want to shift a few, but good. Tell me somebody else above these 5 so far.
Listen, you can't put none of them out of that first 5. But I honestly feel like as far as this totally domination, you can't. It's a toss-up to me between Bo and Herschel. I would have a flip a coin. The other
You
ones,
can make that argument. I agree.
It's number 6.
All right, number 6, Tim Tebow.
Tim.
Ah, look at his face. You see his face crumble just like.
Fuck.
I saw your face just crumble, man.
They just love him, man.
Dude,
Tim Tebow.
he's the youngest one on the list. Tim
I'll
Tebow.
put Reggie Bush over Tim Tebow.
Ooh, and he ain't on the list.
I'll put
Matter of
Reggie
fact,
Bush on the
matter of fact, I'll give you the last 5 or last 4 because I got the whole 10 here.
I would put RG3 over Tim
Wow.
Tebow.
That's a bold statement. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far.
I would
Reggie
put
Bush should have been up there, though.
RG3 has more talent than Tim Tebow.
Reggie Bush was.
Number 7, Jim Brown.
Ooh.
And when you go Jim Brown that low, ooh, but it's a tough list here. Number 8, Jim Thorpe. Yeah, I can't argue. I ain't never seen Jim Thorpe. I don't know nothing about no Jim Thorpe. Now, I know
numbers.
he was
Nobody in my
great
era.
and all that, man, but number 9, this is the one that messed me up. Rocket Ismail at number 9.
No.
Dude, hell no.
You know he should be before Tebow.
No,
He
no.
definitely should.
He shouldn't be on the list.
Tim Tebow should not be in
No.
this top 10 list. I'm sorry.
And number
How
10,
he's in the
who I
top
think
10?
should be higher, Tony Dorsett, who I think should be higher on this list.
Oh my goodness,
There's
man.
some guys on there, man.
I told you, man, this is
Hey,
great.
I'm just noticing, man, nobody in my era was in there. I'm kind of
Hey, the other thing is, notice it's only one quarterback, Tim Tebow. One quarterback on the list.
But he was
And
Hold
then-
on, hold on. Who did this list?
Hold on.
man?
Coaches, college coaches voted on this just this week. Yo, and then
Yeah,
2,
all of them.
1 wide receiver, Rocket Ismail. The other 8 are running backs. Now I thought that was interesting. As much as we value the quarterback, 8 of the top 10 college football players of all time, that according to these college coaches are supposed to know what they're talking about, 8 of them are running backs. But we act like running backs are so disposable nowadays.
But they coming back, man.
Mm-hmm.
You seeing it today right now, man.
I have an issue with that list, for real, man. I honestly feel like there's no way Tim Tebow should be on that list.
No, not in no top 10.
I knew that was
There's
going to
no
make
way
you mad.
Tim Tebow should be on the
Did you
list,
see
man.
his face crumble up?
Yeah,
Man,
top 10.
So I told you that was going to blow your mind. I knew that would get you fired up. All right, the Ravens today. Fired up to let down, man. God damn.
Yeah, man. That's how they had it fourth quarter.
I'm ready to put the band on the half mast today, man.
my darling.
Yo, we lose by 1 point, man. Yo, first of all, Ravens will bounce back, man.
That ugly
we
play
still
started to
ride with
catch
you,
up.
man. We still with you, but yo, come on, man. Mike Wallace, we gotta be smarter, man. I thought first of all that stupid, selfish, GDI, what I call it, goddamn individual stuff. You want to throw the ball at the guy after you beat him. Not necessary, man. Just win the damn game.
Do your job, man.
You messed us up because they would have had to try to go for a field goal at that point, as opposed to going for the touchdown. They wouldn't have went for fourth down. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, man? Overall, not just the Mike Wallace, because no one individual loses the game.
Go ahead, Similac.
What you think overall?
Some of that. Sloppy play, man. It always the way the Ravens been playing lately, man, it's been up and down, trying to be a second half team, man. So it came back to hunt me today.
Well, we spoke on it last week. You guys chose the Ravens.
All right.
I chose Oakland simply because Oakland was playing more consistent. We talked about it. You cannot play one half of football in NFL
No,
and
you can't.
expect
That's
to
right,
consistently
man.
win.
And keep coming out with that bullshit.
Remember,
Exactly.
remember at halftime, everybody was saying, "Oh, the Ravens are a second half team."
Can't be,
They was a
man.
second half team that came up 1 point short today.
Right.
So you can sit back and say whatever you want. You got to give people 48 minutes of play.
Amen.
If you don't give them 48 minutes of play, you ain't gonna do much in the NFL. And guess what? Oakland is 3-0.
Well, they 3-1. I believe they're 3-1, aren't they?
No, they undefeated.
Are they undefeated? No, they're not undefeated. Yeah, 3-1. Yeah, thank you. Man.
Oh,
Daddy, I appreciate
they
it. Man.
won.
Remember Daddy behind the camera giving us the stats back there. That's what's
Okay,
up, baby. You on
they
top.
3-0 on the road.
Yeah, right. They won all 3 on the
all
road.
three on
Right.
the
They
road.
lost one at home. Exactly.
And so they knew that they was a good road team coming in. And look how slow the Ravens started.
Right.
But
Right.
they had 3 or 4 possessions. They the 3 and out.
Come on,
they didn't
3 and
do
out
anything.
Bulls, pin and pack. Let's go, man. We gotta play fast, man. I tell you the other thing is, it starts with the offensive line. We're not getting the running game.
Everything
We're
starts
not
with
protecting Flacco. And here's my problem. I don't give a shit who the quarterback is. If the pocket is dirty, Tom Brady gets twittery. Peyton Manning gets twittery. I don't care who the quarterback is. We saw Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl a few years ago against the Seahawks. He looked like some dog shit because the Seahawks was beating his ass.
Peyton
Same
is
thing
my
with
man.
Flacco. He's getting hit
Come
almost
on,
every
man.
time he throws. Can't have it. O-line and the running backs got to pick it up in pass protection. Bottom line.
Can I say one thing
Go ahead, man.
before,
Say
we,
two
before we
things.
move on with this one? First of all, you know, this is the NFL. It's changing, evolving. Quarterbacks, you know, you got to get a little more mobile. You know, now make absolutely no mistake. Flacco can move, man. At least before he hurt his knee, he could move. He haven't proved to us that he can move now.
Right. Mhm.
See, but Flacco want to go down as one of the greats, like Brady, like Manning.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
He wants to be elite.
He's getting paid. He's getting paid like it.
But the NFL is changing. You have to be able to move now. The D line is too fast. He can't sit back there when the dude ran up behind him and knocked the ball down and fumbled when he knew pressure had to be coming. He rolled out of the pocket.
Right.
Your clock starts ticking when you roll out of
See,
the
you
pocket.
just said it. He rolled out the pocket. See, that's my problem. Step up. Your offensive lineman cannot help you. Your tackles, they don't know. They don't have eyes in the back of their head. When you scramble out this way, you on your own. You got no protection there. Just slide up. Have some boys, Big Joe, and slide up.
Gotta be able to
Jesus, man.
The quarterbacks have to be able to move, man.
Drop passes, especially in the last drive. You know what I'm saying? Chris Moore drops the ball on second down, which would have been a first down. Would have got us into Justin Tucker's range. They were talking about he hit like a 65-yarder in pregame warm-ups that was halfway up the uprights. So we would have easily been in his range.
He may be the best kicker.
Flacco on third down throws the shitty pass out the pit in the flat that didn't even get to him.
That was a golf throw.
Off his back foot. Like he always does, like drives Baltimore crazy. Then you got Kamar Aiken, which I can't hold it against him. He got broke up. Tough catch on the little dig route. That was to the chains. He would have had the first down, but he got broke up. So I guess, man, what do y'all think we got to do to fix this, man, real quick? And then I'm going to get us into our next Ravens topic, because we got a few Ravens topics today.
We gotta start fast, man.
As I take a sip out my Bowie Bay Sox cup, because we represent for Maryland sports, baby. Bowie Bay Sox, hold it down, son. I love coming to your games, man. Y'all got great concession stand food, son. They got like gyros and shit, man. They got the best minor league food around, as far as well. Bowie Bay Sox, love you, baby. Sorry, man.
They gotta know how to put 4 quarters together, man. All phases of the ball. So it's really how you gonna start, man, and how you finish. So it's really simple like that. How are they gonna come about the game, man, and just get things done, execute?
I feel like the Ravens have been exposed, man. I feel like, the offensive line is not playing well. And one of the things about the league starts before the season starts. So, so during the off season, you know what you're weak at, you know what you need. And I don't feel like the Ravens did a good job on this, preparing with this offensive line for a quarterback who just came off a knee surgery. You got a quarterback who had knee surgery, and you don't solidify a front line. That's an issue. And Ozzie Newsome, this is not a shot at you. You know how many you get down. But I'm saying, as time goes on, every team that constantly performs, from not only New England, Seattle, you see them guys keeping a great nucleus of people and on that offensive line that keep things together. Now you're looking at the Ravens. We can't run the ball,
right? And we can't protect.
And if you can't run the ball, you should be able to throw the ball, right?
Right.
We all play,
right?
So you can't not be good at neither one. You have to have something.
That's right. To hang your hat on.
You have to have something to hang your hat on.
Right.
At this point, we can't say, you know what, the Ravens is good at this.
Yeah.
What is the Ravens good at?
Right, on offense, nothing so far.
Inconsistent, man.
All right, let me
just getting games over.
Let me shift into this one, man. We got a cornerback and receiver. Steve Smith and Jalen Ramsey. The old lion against the young... I'm gonna say puppy, because Jalen Ramsey's a hell of a player already. So I'm gonna say the old lion versus the young lion. All that bullshit yappity-yapping after the game was over.
You got the quotes they were saying?
I mean, like Jalen Ramsey was saying like he don't respect Steve Smith. And see, can I throw my 2 cents in, and I'm gonna let y'all 2 go at it here, man. Yo, on the field, you got every chance to shut me up.
Yeah.
Every chance. So Steve Smith don't go up to him after the game unless you're gonna show sportsmanship. Don't be yapping. And the same thing, Jalen Ramsey, don't try to politic in the media and be tough guy in the media in front of reporters. It's weak.
I think that's weak.
Exactly. It's bitch ass in this.
You can't
That's
have
what it is.
Foul! It's supposed to like bitching in front of the crowd.
No flag on it, man.
All that should have been handled inside the lines.
Handled that in the lines, man.
Inside the lines, inside the whistles, man. Look forward to seeing them again, and hopefully them 2 get
I saw a quote that Steve Smith said. He said, "Listen, he said, I don't know how long you're gonna be playing, maybe 5 or 10 years. However long it is, man, I'm gonna be a Hall of Fame receiver, and that was." HOF is something that you'll never be. Something like that, man. I saw that quote. I was like, man, that's powerful.
Right.
And for him to say that, man, I was like, you can't come with that weak stuff, bro.
Right.
Jalen,
right.
Come on, Jalen.
Cover the dude, smack him in his mouth.
Yeah, do what you gotta do on the field.
Tackle him in the ground, whatever, man. Do what you gotta do on the field. You get to legally assault people in football.
Absolutely.
You will go to jail for the shit that we do on the field in football. You go to jail for this stuff. On the field, you can do whatever you want within certain reasonable expectations.
That's what girls do, man.
Right, man. Yeah. This ain't the Bad Girls Club.
Come on, man.
It's NFL, man.
No offense to my
goddamn Bad Girls Club up in here. Bitch assiness. Don't get me started, man.
Foul.
Hey, speaking of bitch assiness, man, as I transition like that segue, huh? Whoever's name I throw out after this, I done dissed them already. So let me backtrack for a second. All right, let's shift gears here. Mark Trestman, this offense, as we talk about this damn offense. Are you feeling him? It's good. Gary Kubiak came in for the 1 year, our offense was clicking. For the last year now, pushing a year and a quarter, seems like we got offensive struggles. And I got to question our play calling sometimes. Where y'all at them?
I have to say this, man. When I got the blade from the Browns,
we got the prison shank.
Mark Trestman was the offensive coordinator, and it's kind of, I don't know how much, influence did Ozzie Newsome have with him coming there. He's just he's not a people's coach. He's a numbers guy. He's not the coach that, people say, you know what, man, you know, we talked about it earlier. He's not Bobby Ross.
Right.
He's not a coach that you want to
Talked
get
about
out.
that last week, right?
You know, you want to get out and fight for. And he's the type of coach that he wants to be known for. This is my offense. I made this, and because this is my offense, you're going to be a better player. Not because you're a great player, not because you work out, not because your body is in condition, not because you spend time during the offseason making yourself a great player, but because you're playing in my offense. So now you're a great offensive player.
He thinks
it's not like that, bro. So me personally, and this is just me, no offense to nobody in the organization, just because Mark Tresman went up to Canada.
Sorry about that.
Just because Mark Tresman went up to Canada and inherited, you know, some good players and did some good things up in Canada. This is the NFL. The quicker you get rid of Mark Tresman, the better off the Ravens will be. That's just my personal opinion.
I really don't have much, man. It's all about execution. To me, I really don't have much to say.
My problem is, you know, as a high school offensive coordinator, a guy that played under a great offensive coordinator like Ralph Friedgen, like we talked about before in the past.
Absolutely.
He drives me crazy sometimes with his first down. If you're going, I don't mind you passing the ball on first down. But if you're going to pass the ball on first down, give me a play action fake. The defense is going to respect the fact that you're probably going to run on first down. They expect and run. You know, if it's 3rd and 2, please don't line up in shotgun and drop straight back. At least give me a ride on zone read fake. Give me a play action fake that at least freezes the second level, gives Flacco some easy throws, and helps slow the pass rush down some. This dude's driving me crazy with this just straight drop back stuff. That's not how the Ravens are built. You know, we're a blue collar town. We like running the football. We like that physical AFC North football style.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Name one player on the offensive on the Ravens, skill position, running back or receiver, that you can say, that's a great receiver. That's a great running back. That's a great tight end.
Right. That's a pro.
We don't have none.
We don't have. We got some good ones, I think. Steve's on the back end of his career. Wallace got something to prove, but he's still a burner. Perriman is a burner. Has got stuff to burn. We got good. I don't know if we have great. I agree. All right, I'll go like this, man. Congratulations, Justin Tucker, AFC Special Teams Player of the Week.
Okay.
All right, we should go with Justin Tucker. In my opinion, again, best kicker in the league. Sam Koch, best punter in the league. Great job there. Congratulations to Joe Flacco. Had a 4th child born, first daughter. 3 boys, his first daughter. Good job, Big Joe. Now get focused, man. All right, I know you've been worried about the baby. Now get focused, man. We need you, man. We need you fully focused in, man. But congratulations. And then Terrence Cody. Congratulations on being released from prison, if I can say that. Dude, animal cruelty charges. And so I hate that's even attached to the Ravens report. But even then, I hope this dude moves on with his life, man. I hope he's learned his lesson. You know, buying dogs and like alligators or crocodiles, some stupid shit. You know, must spending their money going broke. He don't take care of the damn animals, man. Y'all know we got Sade in the man cave, man. I'm a Q dog, man. I love the dogs. Come on, man. You can't be starving the dogs, man. So I hope you learn from this, man. Be responsible.
Why
take care of the animals,
you're not going to take care of them?
Yeah, why get it? See, I tell you on the flip side, though, I don't know if y'all know about Ronnie Stanley. Ronnie Stanley on the flip side, big shout out to you, brothers. I think about it. Ronnie Stanley went into an animal shelter. My aunt used to be on the board of trustees at the Humane Society. He used to want to be a veterinarian, so I'm a big animal person. So Ronnie Stanley goes into the animal shelter and says, I want the dog that nobody else will adopt. And he picked out a pit bull that somebody had overbreeded. I think might have been a former fighter. I could be wrong about that. But overbreeded the dog. Big giant stomach, doesn't look good, you know, cosmetically.
Right.
That's the dog I want, man. That dog is doing wonderful too, man. I saw a picture of that dog recently. You talk about the most spoiled dog in the world and deserves it. But that's the kind of stuff I love right there, man. I got the chill bumps.
That's heartwarming.
I'm telling you, man, the warm and fuzzies, man. So with that said, let's get into our Terps, man. Shout out to the Maryland Terps, baby. 4-0. Big time winning home over Purdue, baby. 50-7. Defense, stand up. Offense, 400 yards on the ground, son. God damn.
I missed that game.
They look good doing it. They look good. Man, Maryland might be, it's kind of hard to say.
Put the mic on.
But Maryland might be the best dressed team.
Hell yeah.
In college football.
Hell to the yes. Let me say this.
Under Armour is really.
What's everybody waiting on to get on board, man?
I don't know why. I don't know know why high schools around here hasn't gotten
Yo,
award.
we started the trend in Oregon and Maryland. Some of the colleges getting on the fly. You see
Oregon
Antonio
first
Brown's
was-
cleats?
Yeah.
Oh
And
man,
Arnold Palmer cleats. You see Deshaun Jackson got like the
half and
Black
half.
Lives Matter police crowd, like police tape cleats. Yeah, they gonna get fined like shit. But you know, Snoop was the one that started that, man.
no.
Yo, Snoop was the one that started that, coming out with these custom Pittsburgh Steelers
For
cleats.
sizzle,
This
my
shit is a hot
sizzle.
fire, man. That's how you get recruits. That's how you
It
get
is.
people wanting to play for you,
It
man.
is.
Look at how you talk about underdog. Look how Kevin Plank is doing Cold
Big
House
up,
right
Plank.
now, dude. Kevin
Big
Plank,
up.
we love you, son.
That money.
What you doing for Baltimore? What you doing for the University? Right? He's in the middle of changing Cole Fieldhouse that was
Yeah.
doing nothing
Sully.
and turning it into an indoor football facility for the Terps, baby.
Absolutely.
Dude, we love you, Kevin Plank, man. We love you, dude. Keep it up, man. Good stuff, man. I tell you, the crazy thing too, shout out to Ty Johnson, man. This dude had 204 yards, 7 carries.
7
Exactly,
carries.
Stop
bro.
playing.
Yo, exactly, man. Yo, crazy. Maryland is explosive, son. So we talking about playing fast. These dudes are playing fast right now. We love you.
Man, they look so
Close
good,
to 30
man.
yards a carry, man. Do the
It
math.
looked like a track meet.
Yeah, but to be
It
honest,
looked like a track meet.
Purdue has only won 3 road games in their last 22 attempts. What we thought they was gonna come into Maryland and all of a sudden get number 4? Let's be honest. Where Maryland is playing right now, their confidence is high. You know how it goes. They started off a little shaky, but that double overtime win over Central Florida, sometimes that's the gut check that makes you drop your nuts a little bit, man. And you grow up.
Well, Maryland
You know what I'm
is
saying?
new
They got
to the
Minnesota.
conference.
What's this?
They playing big boy ball right now.
Maryland is new to the conference, and you know they've slowly been establishing their footprint into the conference, man.
Oh, this year
You know,
they definitely doing it.
They definitely, and it's not just it was basketball first last year. Last year the basketball team,
Yeah.
became a serious powerhouse in the
Yeah.
conference. Now the football team is definitely on the
Getting
rise.
the name up.
I honestly feel like Maryland. I was upset
Coming
when they
back.
left the ACC. I really was because I'm an ACC
All
guy.
day. Me too.
Hey, but,
I was
but
upset
when
they
they
left
give you
the
30
ACC.
million.
You got what you gotta
They
do.
give you
30
30
million?
million. Yeah, they
Right.
gave Maryland
Money
a whole
talk,
lot
man.
of money, man.
Money talks.
Yeah, money
Yeah,
talk.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
They gave Maryland and Rutgers got a hell of a deal, dude. I couldn't even argue with it. I hated it too, but they got
I'm
broke
ACC,
off.
but-
I'm telling you, Maryland got broke off.
I really don't feel like $30 million is a lot of money compared to the.
Hey,
You got
for
it
the
in that
university.
pocket?
Hey, they got
We
broke off.
need that.
Might have been more, but I could be wrong. I know it was a lot.
30 million can do a lot, man.
If you build your program and do some winning, you can make $30 million easy. $30 million in relation to big time college sports is not a lot of money.
Hey,
Maybe
It
I'll
really isn't.
shout out to the Terps again, man. Terp Nation.
Coach Durkin, man,
Yeah,
doing his thing.
Absolutely.
Good job.
We all supposed to have on Maryland attire
Man, I
today.
slipped up.
And what? Similac.
Similar.
No, y'all never snap a ball.
Yeah, he just went upstairs and got his hat. He forgot too.
Yeah, I had to go get my hat. Yeah, I had to represent.
I had to go back home and get mine.
You know what I'm saying? But, guys, let's shift into the next topic here, man.
that?
OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay.
Hissy fits on the sideline.
Oh, hitting the joint.
Yo,
Getting
first of all,
knocked-
you look like an idiot when
Getting
you
knocked out.
Yo, you hit knocked out, son.
He caught a left hook
Dude,
from the kicker thing.
Yo, what do you do? Distraction to the team or passionate competitor? You tell me, man. To me, GDI bitch assiness.
Yeah,
Goddamn individual bringing all this attention to yourself, being a drama queen. But what do y'all
Yeah,
think?
it's attention, man. He's full of it, the attention, man. You know, he's a great receiver. Don't get it twisted.
I
But,
think it's a. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, full of attention, man. You can see him all over the Instagram and all that stuff. He loves the attention. Him punching all that stuff. He wants people to see him. So, yeah.
Unnecessary emotional showing.
Right.
Too many gay tendencies connected to our brothers. It's a foul, man. We can't listen, man. Everything we do, man, and we just talked about it. Me and my son just talked about it today, man, on how you have these guys like Odell Beckham Jr. They dye their hair and stuff, right? When these kids take their hats off at the football game in high school, what you see? Dreadlocks, dyed hair, and these kids is watching you on the sideline showing all these emotional, like you just started playing football.
Right, like you 5 years old,
absolutely.
man. Like, come on, man.
Man,
Let me say it like this, man. Just hearing his comments with Bob McAdoo, trying to check him.
Oh, man.
You being a distraction to the team. We need you to calm down, keep your emotions.
Absolutely.
He basically hit him like a 16-year-old girl, like, whatever. He basically hit him like that. He said, she said, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Man, shut that
Man,
up,
you don't see
man.
the female tendency in that,
Come on,
man.
that's what I'm saying.
I
He's
gotta
like a
see that video.
16-year-old girl, man.
I've been hearing a lot about this dude.
Man, this dude, man, I'm telling you, man.
Bitch assiness.
No different than you say your boy Brown twerking. Come on, man. Are you fucking
it's that
kidding me?
me shit, man. All right, your boy Doc Gooden calling out Tim Tebow.
Oh.
Now, we all know Doc and Darryl Strawberry legendary for crackish behaviors in Tennessee.
Crackish?
And this guy that get added on to the list. He talking about how they eating Tim Tebow alive. Doc Gooden, you was just at the crack house 2 days ago, man. Go sit down. First of all, get some lotion. Because if you saw the picture, if you saw the interview, dude, his face and his lips is ashy as a motherfucker, dude.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna tell it like it is, son. The lips was cracking, dude. My lips was bleeding just looking at his ass.
Always put your
Tyrone Bigumsworth, go sit down, man. Take care of that and go sit down, man. Leave Tim Tebow alone, man. All right, let's come back and revisit this Kaepernick national anthem stuff again. Because again, it's still going on.
Okay.
It's still rolling and it's still evolving.
Time out,
Go ahead,
man. Shout out to my man Kaepernick's fro. We was talking about that earlier, man. That boy just got it laced out, bro. That's a seven.
It's laced out.
That's a seven.
Laced out
You got a
fro.
weave. You got an afro.
Hey man, hey, I can't grow it. That's a '70s fro, man. That's shout out to the fro. But just like Odell Beckum Jr. has a little cruddy and everybody wanted to do it, man. Look, this could be another trend, bro.
Hey,
I like it.
Afro. I like an afro.
I like it, man.
Absolutely.
I can't grow one now though. This shit done
I never
changed,
could.
it's involved. But I tell you what, man, more people joining in again. Serena.
Wow.
Serena's driving with her 18-year-old nephew. Says she felt all this anxiety when they passed a cop car. Says she feared for her nephew that if he had to have a confrontation with the police officer, he may not be safe. Quote unquote, I won't remain silent anymore. Big props to Serena.
That's big.
Ain't on a
I'll
lighter
give you
note.
anyway, Serena, because
Big
you
props to
definitely...
Serena's booty too. On a lighter note, yeah. Can you clap it up, goddammit?
Clap it up for
Serena's
Serena's
booty.
booty.
Serena's booty, man. So clap it up. I know you just got married. You're fucking all scared.
Hey, yo, this is
That's
peer
ain't no
pressure.
women
Peer
saying
pressure.
over again, man.
God damn it.
Shout out to Biz Hughes. He being a good dude. man.
Good guy, man.
Yeah, I've been 20-something years, man. You know, I speak my mind. All right. Nebraska players getting threatened. I don't know if y'all saw this, man. The backlash that these dudes were getting from taking the knee. Getting threatened with being lynched, being shot before the next game. These guys should be lynched before the next ball game while the national anthem's being played. What? Dude, these dudes are talking about they fear for their lives now.
You know...
Yo, come on, man. We got to be better, America.
People.
Americans as people, we just got to be better than that, man. That's just not acceptable, baby.
What's amazing is, this is what's amazing to me about oppression. It seems like the people that oppresses you tries to dictate how you react.
Should be oppressed.
It's like somebody smacking you and saying, you know what? You can't retaliate until tomorrow. You can smack me back tomorrow.
Have you heard the latest on how they're describing this?
What?
Now, the police-involved shootings now, it's being described as hitting the ghetto lottery now. See,
What?
have you heard this shit?
No.
Dude,
Because
that we are getting shot in the streets and we hit the ghetto lottery because our family is going to get a check now. Dude, are you
You're
kidding me?
dead.
That's really how mainstream America
you're dead.
thinks sometimes? Are you kidding
That's how
me?
they think we
Shame.
think?
Yeah.
Right. Shame on you, man. Shameful. Same thing the way the booster from Nebraska.
Who quoted that? Ghetto lottery. That's
Yes,
ridiculous.
That's the latest trend amongst these racist-minded
That's
people.
ridiculous, man.
The booster from Nebraska. You won't do that on my nickel. Those guys know better than that. That seems like that rhetoric and that
Slave
tone.
owner mentality,
Yeah, man. Like these dudes you find with them when they scoring touchdowns, when they making plays.
Slave stuff, man.
They had the nerve to speak out on social issues that they should be dead. Yo, they should be kicked out of he wanted them kicked out the university, not just kicked off the team, kicked out the university. Not on my nickel. Are you kidding me?
Man, just think about the years where, there was no internet, there was no cell phones. Just think about all of the people that got, undespicable things happening to them and they had no voice. They couldn't say anything. And now certain racist people are being exposed for the true characters that they are.
Can't brush it under the rug no more.
Absolutely. You can't say to somebody that, you got to stay in this lane. When you drive, you can't switch lanes. No matter how slow this lane is going, you can't switch lanes. So they're saying to you that you have to stay in your lane, no matter what they do to you, no matter how they come at you. And it's the suppression. Really, I think we're going to see some form of, you know, revolution. Maybe not in our lifetime, but it's not just here in America. This is spread it out throughout wherever there's people of color and there's white folks controlling those areas, especially places like South Africa, man. Those, you know, South Africa look like Miami compared to most of Africa. You go there, it's beautiful, it's a thriving place. Then you go outside of South Africa, and they always go to places and pick the richest land, you know, the great areas, the best weather, and they just suppress people. And with us, you have 400 years of free labor. Free labor. You have 400 years where you got to you work people for free, and your ancestors and your children's children has, you know, been well off just because
they benefited from it, right?
They have benefited from all of that, but yet now you still want to suppress people in the psyche, the way that they can, you know, express themselves, you know, the way that they can, especially when Kaepernick say, I'm not even saying anything against the flag. They throw up these smoke screens to make you think that it's something else. He's saying it says freedom and justice for all. It's not freedom. You know, it's not.
Let me give you an example of what you're talking about, like trying to mentally manipulate you, stay in your lane type stuff. Boomer Esiason, our Terp Nation.
Oh man, Boomer.
Dude, he comes out calling Kaepernick a kitten, a cat. And we all know what he's referring to. He's calling Kaepernick a pussy. He's questioning his masculinity.
Absolutely.
He's questioning his manhood.
Absolutely.
How? Is this not an awesome example of a dude going, I'm going to stand up as a man for what I believe in?
That's the biggest, that's big balls to do that.
But he's a kitten. He's a cat. Boomer, come on, man. You got to do better, man. You a Turk, baby. We got to do better. I'll tell you the other one, too, here. Did you see this with Kaepernick, though? As I'm speaking on, we're always behind Cap. Cap, at the same time, I got to tell it like it is, pump your brakes. Because now you're trying to commentate on the presidential election. You're doing too much. Pump your brakes. Go sit down for a second. You got enough on your plate.
But they asked him a question.
Yeah, but don't get involved in Trump and Hillary, man. You got enough fire going on around you right now. He's trying to criticize. Well, you go ahead and speak on it, man.
Okay. Yeah. He said that, you know, both of them are liars. And that, you know, with both of them, since they're two liars, you just try to pick the one with the less lying or the less evil, and then you make the choice. But this is my thing. This is my thing with that. I honestly feel like, you know, when you ask somebody a question in relation to things like that, you're setting them up to try to get them to fall.
That's a setup question.
And so
politics is always.
So you taking you know, the voice off of what he's really, the point that he's really trying to make, and he fell for, like you said, he fell for, you know, the okie doke by, you know, trying to spread, you know, his movement. But if he has to learn, look, I'm staying on this oppression thing simply because this is why I sat down. This is why I took my knee. This is my movement.
Focused
now, because everybody is definitely taking, you know, I'm a Hillary supporter, not because anything Donald Trump has done. It's everything before now about Donald Trump. It don't have anything lately to do with Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump. Did you see where he reported a $960 million loss,
right,
so that he didn't have to pay taxes for decades.
Right.
Wow. For decades. Right. That's why he's afraid to, you know, put out his tax record.
Yeah.
So anybody that think like that, but he's done some things in his past that pushed me away from Donald.
Here's my thing though. Sean King from the New York Daily News, awesome brother. Shout out to Sean King, man. He's always on top of these social injustice type stories.
Absolutely.
He came out with a real interesting comment to me where he said, you know, Trump's claims to make America great again basically suggests that there's something wrong with America. Right?
Absolutely.
So when Kaepernick takes a knee, all he's doing is doing the same thing. That everything's not right.
Yep.
So why is it that Donald Trump gets all this so-called support?
Yeah, come on,
Kaepernick gets villainized for basically the exact same message.
Same thing. What's wrong with America?
Man, all right.
a lot, but
Let's end the Black Panther Party. Power to the people, into the Black Panther Party. Let's move on to a lighter topic here, man. Let's move on, man. But with that said, though, man, we gonna keep coming at you with this stuff.
most definitely.
It keeps evolving every week, man. We don't want to get too heavy on you, but we gotta stay on top of this, man. As black men in America, as Americans, period, we need to stay on top of this attempt to suppress people's First Amendment rights, as well as what's going on with the social injustice. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Things change with repetition.
All right.
So.
With that said, let's move ahead. Did y'all see the marriage proposal?
Oh,
In
today?
the Red Sox Yankees game a couple days ago, man.
No.
Where it had the whole ballpark in suspense for like 5 minutes. This is one of them feel-good stories, man. The
Okay.
dude, you know, everybody want to do the marriage proposal. You know, I give him credit, man. It ain't the most creative, but again, even it takes my heart. This dude gets down on one knee, don't have a ring. The announcers got they got the cameras on, the whole ballpark is waiting for 5 minutes. Dude, for 5 minutes, and the whole game was like secondary, man. Everybody was on edge. Where was the ring? It was in the woman's cuff of her pants. She finds it, pulls it out, the whole ballpark like breathes a sigh of relief. And they click the mark to Sherry getting a single, and they come back and he's kissing her way. She'll say yes. Dude, it was one of them. I gotta admit, it was a feel-good story, man.
Wow.
But I'm glad it worked out for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather saying that him and Conor McGregor can still get a boxing match.
For real.
Who you got, Floyd or Conor? Quick.
Listen, I got Floyd all day because you got to get in there. Now, if McGregor put them hands on him.
It's a boxing match now. It's just a boxing match.
But yeah.
He can't do no grappling.
Exactly.
Right.
But still, because he got knockout power.
Can he step in the ring with Floyd Money?
No. You can't. Floyd can't be touched. No.
Can he step in with Floyd?
No.
Does
I
he
don't
have
care.
a chance?
Listen, Floyd can't go into his world and he can't come into Floyd's world. That's it.
Similar.
I'm saying, bro. What's up?
You're right.
Thank you.
I was gonna say you gonna say something else. Hell no. You cannot step in the Floyd Money Mayweather's world, and that's
the
like
same
CM
for him,
Punk,
though.
right? Exactly.
Floyd can't go into his world
Floyd
either.
can't go in there either. Them boxers get destroyed.
Yeah, they will definitely get destroyed.
All right, Jerry Jones got a man crush on Jay-Z.
Huh?
He got a man crush on him, man. You see this, man? Beyonce and Jay-Z come to the game, the Cowboys game, where Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott balling out right now. Got to give him their props from two little puppy dogs.
Absolutely.
But he all on Jay-Z's, you know what? I'm going to watch my
Yin
mouth.
yangs.
Yeah, he all on the yin yangs.
Who you talking about?
Jay-Z talking, Jerry Jones talking
Jerry
about Jay-Z.
Jones.
Yeah, he all on Jay-Z's tip, man. You know, he jogging, he was on, man, you know, man crush, man.
Money. God,
Dude.
I guess it's money. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
Jay-Z got that swag. He said, I got my swagger back.
Hey, he's all on Beyonce's tip, man. Yeah, he was all on the tip, man. It was hysterical, man. Lawrence Taylor. DUI charge got upgraded. Lawrence Taylor cannot stay out of trouble, man.
Infamous.
Dude, he just got busted in the head with an ashtray by his wife. That was just like a couple months ago. She got charged with that shit. Now he out driving his Bentley, drunk driving, hit a trailer park, motorhome, and he hit a cop car. Can you be any dumber than that?
Gonna do it big.
You mess up a $200,000 car, hit the damn police cruiser, a mobile home. How you do that, I don't know. Because that shit is way off the road in the trailer park. All right, I'm gonna tell you that gets funny one here, man. Y'all know Beetlejuice from a Howard Stern show?
Yeah.
Little title here, you know what I'm talking
short,
about? Beetlejuice calling out CM Punk. Now, this one you know you got your ass whooped. This one you know you got your ass whooped in your fighting debut. Beetlejuice is now calling out CM Punk saying he wants to fight CM Punk. Who you got? Who you got? Beetlejuice or CM Punk? Who you got?
You talk about battle of the weakest motherfuckers in town. Like you kidding me?
Because he shows some heart. Call me.
Yo, don't get me started, man. If y'all don't know, Mel Daddy behind the camera, man, my chapter brother Mel.
Big ups
You know what
to
I'm saying?
Mel.
Spring 91 Chi Delta chapter, man. You know, I'm Spring 90 Chi Delta chapter, man. First and foremost, before we go to this last topic, I just want to say, man, Trent, thank you for being here, man. Trent lost his grandfather this Friday. For Mel Daddy and myself, man, we lost our chapter brother, Mel Daddy's line brother, John Marie Silla, unfortunately, after his battle with his illness. So to both families, to Trent, to your family, to our Omega family, to Gene's family, his partner Lisa, his two twin, yo, we love you and we're going to be there. We're going to be the best uncles for them babies that we can be, man. We love you guys and hang in there, man. It's for real. All right, now with that said, let's get ready to wrap this up, guys, and get up out of here. Yeah. Master P. If you don't remember, man, remember when he was Ricky Williams' agent? He gonna come out. Remember when he represented Ricky Williams when he first came out? When Mike Dicker.
I didn't know that.
You ain't know that?
No.
Dude, Mike Dicker, remember he did the wedding dress picture? Where Mike Dicker was in a tuxedo, Ricky Williams was in a wedding dress. You don't remember this? On the cover of like Sports Illustrated. Where Mike Dicker traded away all his draft picks to get Ricky Williams. And so they basically was making a point, like these two were basically married. If they don't succeed, both of them gonna be out the door.
Wow.
So basically they joined at the hip. So Ricky Williams basically negotiated possibly the worst contract in the history of fucking professional sports.
Because of Master P.
Because of Master P. And Master P coming out now after all these years talking about, hey man, that wasn't me that did that. Ricky Williams came to me and asked me to do that. Now, I'm going to ask you right now, do you believe this bullshit?
Why would you do it?
Bro, first of all, is Master P a sports agent? Or was he a sports agent? Hell no.
Hell no.
That's Ricky's fault.
That's Ricky's fault, I agree. But why is Master P running his mouth after all these years? For what? Dude, let it
That's
die,
what you call
man.
dumb money.
It's like you just sticking your finger in Ricky Williams' eye after all these years, especially when you claim bankruptcy. You done spent, what was it, like $3 million on his bedroom. Did y'all see, remember back in MTV Cribs? And Master P had like $1 million bed. Had like gold bedposts with like jewels encrusted in it and shit. Now you want to come out and say that you blew my money like this, that you messed me up?
But Master P got money, man. Ricky Williams, you know, he was lost, bro. He was a lost soul.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
he was a
lost
soul.
for choosing Master P.
Right.
Just lost.
Yeah,
All
man,
over.
he was lost. And really, whoever negotiated his contract should have just sit there and told him, man, this is not how it's done.
Hey, but he still claims that Ricky Williams made $16 million. I got to question that, dude. I seriously doubt it, man. But according to him, Ricky Williams still got $16 million out that deal. I don't know, man. Hey, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
We done had a good time, man. We've been here a long time, man.
This
We've
was
been
a
having
good
a
day.
blast. Yo, on behalf of my co-host, Mr. Vernon Joins, Mr. Trenton Hughes, I am Mark Big Dog Agent, your host for Straight from the Man Cave. As always, guys, feel free to hit us up at straightfromthemancave.com. Hit us up from at straightfromthemancave1190 at gmail.com. Vernon Antisocial, you can't hit Vernon other than on his Bluetooth over here. If you get his cell number, you might be able to holler at him, but other than that, though.
Hit me through
Trent, what you got, man? How can they get in contact with you, buddy?
Trenton Hughes on Instagram, Trenton Hughes on Facebook.
Hey, again, for Vernon Joins, for Trenton Hughes, I'm Mark Big Dog Agent. Thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of Straight from the Man Cave. See you next week with episode 4.
Peace.
Peace.